Hey guys, Rebel Engine 95, recording live from your local county prison cell. I'm recording this video in advance as well. Hopefully by tomorrow I should have Wi-Fi again, because I didn't really want to make a big deal out of this, but if you watched my video before, then you should know that I moved recently. And they didn't have the same cable supplier, so cable provider, sorry, and so getting Wi-Fi took a little bit longer, so I couldn't upload my videos. And I was going to show the Hercule versus Dan prediction, but it seems a little silly to do that. Considering the actual death battle will be in, let's see what, today's Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like 5 days? Seems a little stupid to upload a video 5 days before the thing's gonna happen. So, yeah. I would say better late than never, but in that point, it just does not seem like there's any point to it. So, with that being the case, I might as well just, this video, I'm still recording this in advance, so you're not gonna get this in real time, I guess, but who the fuck cares. And, the other video I'm gonna be releasing, before this, so by the time you see this, my other video will have been out already, will be, the Yang versus, Leon, so there's that. But basically, I figured I might as well just do something I've been putting off for a little bit. Just because did I do this one? I don't believe I did this one. But it's and if I did, I'll just label it a remake and do another one. I'll check this afterwards, but I'm basically making this video now, and again, if I did it before, I'll either make this a remake or I'll delete this one and you'll never see it anyway, so whatever. But Booker Dewitt and Corvo Attano. Booker Dewitt from Fallout, sorry, and Corvo from Dishonored. Or the Fallout series and the Dishonored series. Now, I'm not actually too familiar with the terminology, but I know about what all these guys can do. Sorry. And, yeah, so, sorry if I accidentally say Booker's powers, even though they're not actually his powers, they're just items. So yeah, Booker DeWitt, let's start with him. Son of, what was it, a white man and a Native American or Indian, because the wife beater may give you a different impression, but I'm actually very sensitive to, like, I'm actually very, non-discriminatory, but I'll call a Native American an Indian, like, that's not, honestly, I think, just because, like, why change it now, like, they got used to it, and now, what, are we gonna change it? Anyway, let's not get into a political debate about this. Anyway, so, let me just say Native American to not complicate things. Son of a white man and a Native American mother, I believe. Joined the military, and eventually the Fallout story is really confusing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just say he came into possession of a shit ton of magical-like items and a grappling hook, and yeah. Guy's got a lot of guns, though, I will say that. Booker DeWitt has a lot of different guns, and I like to think that Booker DeWitt's main objective of a fight is to keep the person as far away as possible. Because if you think about it, all of his items and all of it, yeah, by the way, that was shaving. I know somebody's going to point out there's a giant fucking red dot on my face. I got cut shaving, and it's scabbing over. Okay, just ignore it. So, yeah, when you think about it, this guy actually has a lot of distance-based arsenal. A lot of distance-based in weapons in his arsenal, sorry. Um, he's got, and I'm not gonna name the actual fucking names because I didn't remember them. He's got the giant fucking water tendril thing, he's got electricity he can use, he's got, you can summon crows and shit, so this guy, and, like I said, he has that grappling hook, he has the, I'm pretty sure he can, yeah, so it's all about freezing a person in place, keeping them at a distance, throwing them into a farther distance, and basically just shooting at them from that distance. I know I'm skipping a lot here, but there's a lot of stuff with Booker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say magic, 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 water, earth, electricity, crows. Corvo Attano. A disgraced assassin, or shall I say a dishonored assassin, who ended up sort of going on a vengeance-y quest, and he too got magical powers and shit. So, now his powers are more mobility-based, such as things like teleportation. I think he's got some sort of stealth mode, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of darkness-based things, can summon rats and shit like that. But unlike Booker, who uses these as items, he actually draws from an actual source of inward energy. Yeah, inward energy, and he, this recharges over time, but it does get used up the more he uses these. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm really abridging their power, setup here, but let's just go ahead and say, and by the way, I'm assuming this is going to be Booker Dewitt equipped, and Corvo Attano with everything unlocked. That's just my, So, Booker and Corvo, this would be a really, really good fight to see, I guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and say Corvo takes this, because, like I said, Booker fights from a distance. Corvo, again, has a very mobility-based power set, so all of Booker's items and his weaponry would be, like Corvo could evade them, as well as the fact that he's got, stealth and assassin training, so him being, he'd be able to avoid a lot of what Booker can do. And then with that same stealth, and again, Booker's not going to shoot something he can't see, and a lot of the stealth and assassination training would help him getting close. And again, since Booker's arsenal revolves around keeping the enemy at a distance and attacking them from a distance, up close is not where Booker wants Corvo to be, and as soon as he gets up close, Corvo, being an assassin, knows just how to take this guy out. Plus the fact, and this is just a little minor fact, that crows, I don't know if crows eat rats specifically, but a crow is definitely higher up on the food chain than a rat. I think if you put a crow and a rat in, like, the same area, the crow would probably try to eat the rat. They might eat rats, not a zoologist. I do know, but, yeah. I think a crow would definitely eat it. It might not be a bird of prey per se, but it against a rat, yeah, I would think a crow would come out on top in that scenario. So, a bunch of crows and a bunch of rats, yeah. Oh wait, no, Corvo's the one with the rats, shit. Okay, well then Booker wins in that one scenario. Sorry. I just realized that Booker's the one with the crows and Corvo's the one with the rats. Okay. So Booker wins in that one aspect, but everything else, I would say Corvo wins, just because, all of those, his powers would really help him. And it's not like, it's not like the Inuyasha Yusuke thing where Inuyasha's he's equipped specifically to deal with someone like Corvo. No, it's just that Booker's game is you know, he has a it's a mismatch. It's a counter pick. He's got, you know, he's got a very strong distance game, but not a very good up close game. And Corvo can have, you know, he has a good up close game. So that's just and he can avoid all the distance moves. That's just how it is. It's not like, you know, Corvo's got a gun jamming device or a Booker DeWitt killing machine or something. He's, you know, yeah. So this would be a good fight, but yeah, I'm gonna say Corvo comes on top. And I'm also going to, pretty soon after this, check to see whether I did this video, and if so, make a completely different one and not have anyone see this. So anyway, Purple Engine 95, see ya. Maybe.